Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, Career Services hosted LinkedIn Bingo. How students are getting prepared to enter the job market.
And Earth Month is coming to an end. How the campus thrift store is celebrating.
Plus, police presence here in the city. The details coming up.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Carriero.
And I'm Eddie McAlpine.
Our top story tonight this evening involves an incident here in the city of Oswego. The Oswego Police Department was dispatched to a scene on Governor Street off the corner of West Schuler Street. At the scene, there was police tape surrounding the property with an officer present at the door of the residence.
We spoke with the officer to see what information could be released regarding the situation, but she had no information to give at this time. We also called the Oswego Police Department to find out more information, and they informed us they are looking for an individual. Anyone with information that could help the Oswego Police is encouraged to call the number 315-342-8120. An Oswego School District bus driver was arrested yesterday after driving impaired transporting students. Brian Wygant, a 39-year-old, was taken into custody after a student contacted their parent, who then alerted authorities. Wygant was charged with aggravated DWI and 30 counts of reckless endangerment. The Oswego School District emphasizes that this case does not reflect the professionalism and commitment of its transportation staff.
A police pursuit involving a North Carolina woman happened early this Monday from Clay to Cortland County. The pursuit began after the woman made an illegal U-turn and did not comply with the traffic stop. Police used tire deflation spikes to safely end the chase. No injuries were reported and no vehicles were damaged. She's now being charged with numerous traffic violations after not complying with police officers.
A businessman is pleading guilty to stealing more than $50 million from hundreds of upstate New Yorkers. Miles Burt Marshall faces up to 12 years in prison from stealing money from neighbors, churches, and local organizations. Marshall scammed clients out of their life savings to fund his shopping, vacations, and restaurants. He awaits his sentencing June 11th.
Here in Oswego County, the month of April is recognized as National Child Abuse Prevention Month. The proclamation presented to the Oswego County Health and Services Committee stated that child abuse and neglect is a very important concern. Oswego County Department of Social Services Director Megan Rose has preached the continued support in serving families here in Oswego, sharing that prevention is a shared responsibility of many and the efforts would not be possible without the collaboration of many.
Staying in Oswego County, Fulton Block Builders is receiving further support this year from local company Universal Metalworks as it celebrates 10 years of service to the Fulton community. Program founder Linda Egan tells us more.
Fulton Block Builders is a community-based organization that started in 2016 on people's back porches, talking to our neighbors about what do you like about Fulton? What vision do you have for the city of Fulton? Where would you like to see it going? And how do you think we're doing with getting there? And many, many people came out and shared with us how much they love the community.
Ford Motor Company, one of the faces of American car manufacturing, is applying for patents for technology in their cars that some consider to be invasive of their privacy.
Some patents include targeted advertisements in your vehicle, facial recognition software, or the ability to biometric data to be collected and stored. Despite the patents, local Ford dealership Kerner Ford of Syracuse says the kind of privacy-invading technology has not yet been implemented in the vehicles they sell.
Local Syracuse automotive expert John Metzler, host of the Terry's Transmission Car Care Clinic radio show, weighs in.
A lot of this is probably good technology if it's used in the right way, but I think what we've seen in some situations where there's been vehicles that have been in collisions, accidents, and that information then has been downloaded and provided to law enforcement, and pretty much convicts the person before even going to court.
While the patents for this are concerning to some, technology like this is already appearing in many different car manufacturer fleets, like Subaru's, whose newer vehicles have facial recognition software that can sign the driver in by scanning their face and apply their preferred settings as the car starts.
Is Ford patenting any technology to help me drive better in the rain?
I don't know about that, Emily, but if you're worried about the weather, let's send it over to our Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Emma Seckner. Emma?
Hi, I'm Emma Sackner, your Storm Team 10 meteorologist for tonight. You'd expect a rainy week to come. Tomorrow we won't see as much, but Friday there'll be some scattered showers. But definitely next week we'll see lots of rain. Cold week is expected, continuing on for this weekend, but good news, some sunshine will return for the weekend. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Emma. The Oz Thrift Sale has been at SUNY Oswego for over a decade now and has partnered with different organizations over the years and is now organized by the Office of Sustainability. The Office of Sustainability wants to stress that once things leave your hand, they still have a life after, and to think about the excess materials left over from things we use. The thrift is also taking donations at this time. For low prices like $3 for a t-shirt, the clothes at the Oz Thrift can find a new life.
We host a ton of different programs, everything from maple syrup to tree planting to the thrift sale like you're seeing a piece of here. Every year when students go home for summer break, we offer donation bins and we receive a ton of clothing donations, up to 30,000 pounds just from when students leave to when we have it set up for a sale to when they return. So it's a lot of work, a lot of sorting, but our goal is to keep all of that 30,000 pounds out of the landfill. We are treating this as a closer for our Earth Month celebration. So we have maybe 4 or 5 more events before April ends, but this is really our now focus until the end of April.
The Oz Thrift will be happening again tomorrow from 12 to 4 p.m. Be sure to turn out for a chance to make a difference to keeping our unused clothes out of landfills.
You may have seen more people on campus than usual this weekend. That's because it was Spring Open House last Saturday here on our campus. With more, here's WTOP-10 reporter Lexi Primerano.
This past weekend, SUNY Oswego welcomed potential future students and families to the campus for Spring Open House. The open house brought in a steady flow of people curious to explore campus life. Visitors had the chance to tour the campus, meet current students, and learn more about important departments and student life here at SUNY Oswego. The planning of the event also provided opportunities for current students, giving them a real experience at planning an event.
I'm a public relations major here at Oswego, so it just seemed like the next step for what I want to do in the future. I planned the event. I talked to clubs and orgs in advance, especially for like the info fair downstairs.
But there was more value to these students than just planning the event.
Love my job. I love working these programs. Truly, it is the people you see and the people you meet during these events specifically, which is another reason why they're so important in just getting people to come here. I've had people who I've given tours to, and then I see them, going to and from class every day. It's really cool to kind of have that part of somebody's life. It just makes a bigger impact.
Even on a rainy day, it's moments like these that will show students that their story can start here at SUNY Oswego.
I'm Lexi Primerano.
I'm Madison Potter.
WTOP-10.
Thank you, Lexi. Tonight in Marano Campus Center, Career Services and Women in Business held a LinkedIn bingo event for students to attend. Students gathered in the Career Services office for a night of bingo, networking, and ice cream. While having some fun, students were assisted with updating their profile pictures, background images, and professional headshots. The event had a great turnout with many students receiving professional help to grow their careers.
SUNY Oswego's Community Orchestra is performing their spring concert tonight at 7:30 in Hewitt Hall. The orchestra, conducted by Trevor Jorgensen, hosts their spring concert every year. The concert was free, open to all, and a great way to relax before finals week. All were invited to bring a friend and enjoy some classical music tonight. Still ahead tonight, King Charles and Queen Camilla made a visit to the 9/11 Memorial.
And a fire incident in Kansas City, Missouri. Stay tuned for more.
We had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises.
And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10. Go home, that's 3 hours from now. Maybe that's the best thing you can do.
But after he gets possessed, his show becomes a smash hit.
Now he's got the greenest show on WTOP-10.
A lot of green going on tonight.
We'll be holding on forever.
Don't miss the limited run of
those great people being.
If you like action, romance,
Polly sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh Boy!
only on WTOP.
Hi, welcome back from the break. Currently in Oswego, it is raining with a temperature of 47 degrees, a dew point of 45, a humidity of 93, with a pressure of 1,006.7, with winds coming from the southwest at 9 miles per hour. And then currently across this, New York State, we have Buffalo being 43 degrees, Watertown being 52, Glens Falls being the highest at 62, with Syracuse being 55. And then for the radar, as you can see, it's just rain across New York State. And then if you're wondering what to wear for tomorrow, tomorrow will be partly sunny skies with a temperature of 48. So you can just wear a hoodie, maybe bring some sunglasses, nothing too crazy. And then for the future cast, as you can see, the rain pass through from tonight. With Thursday around 8 a.m., that's when it's going to start clearing up. That's when we're going to start getting the partly cloudy skies. And then as we get into around Friday at midnight-ish, we'll get the rain again. And then for areas like Tupper Lake, there is chances of a wintry mix or maybe some snow around 4 a.m. But then as we continue on, New York State will get some scattered showers on Friday. And the extended weather forecast. Thursday, there'll be partly cloudy skies with a high of 48 and a low of 38. Friday, there'll be a chance of rain at 47 as the high, with a low being 37. Saturday, with mostly sunny skies, starting the weekend off right, there'll be a high of 46 and a low of 37. Sunday will be a high of 49 with a low of 41. Monday, the showers will start again with the high being 60 and the low being 49. Tuesday, the high will be 56 and the low will be 46, with Wednesday being 57. And that's all for me tonight. Back to the desk.
Emma, today the King and Queen of England are here in the U.S. Today they went to honor victims for the September 11th attacks that nearly killed 2,800 people. King Charles and Queen Camilla visited the 9/11 Memorial in Lower Manhattan, bringing flowers and laying them at the edge of one of the site's pools. They also made a visit to families who lost someone on 9/11 and first responders who were on the scene.
Now to the Midwest, where in Kansas City, there is a vacant apartment complex that has caught fire 15 times this year. Families evacuated the site back in January, and months later, the complex is still vacant. The most recent fire happened last Monday in Olive Park Village. The site experienced federal funding cuts after the owner failed to address unsafe conditions. City records show multiple code violations that officials cannot fix due to the property being privately owned.
New York City airports are putting tracking devices in their vehicles in response of the March 22nd crashing of an Air Canada jet into LaGuardia Airport. This allows air traffic controllers to see where the vehicles are on a map. The system also has a sound alarm if a collision were about to happen. Newark's airport have been testing this technology since December.
Strong weather has been affecting areas of the United States for a 6 days straight. On Tuesday, Reed Binion tells us more about how this weather looked like and how it has been affecting others recently.
currently the Palapena County judge and the Parker County judge are both working on declaring the area a disaster.
Authorities in Mineral Wells, Texas, addressing the damage left by a tornado that flattened parts of the town.
Y'all pray for everybody in Mineral Wells, Texas, guys. It's crazy out here right now.
Several people were injured, 2 of them hospitalized when the tornado ripped through the town about 80 miles west of Dallas Tuesday, the 6th day of a severe storm outbreak that has terrorized the Midwest and continues to wreak havoc in the South. The violent storms Tuesday also came with hail. Hailstones up to tennis ball and baseball size pummeled Springfield, Missouri, damaging vehicles and knocking down power poles.
I gotta get out of here.
A storm chaser in Missouri reacting as the icy chunks rained down on his car, cracking his windshield. In neighboring Illinois, authorities are assessing damage from a tornado Monday that ripped through several towns in Clinton County, including Germantown. The storm damaged homes, toppled trees and power lines, and blocked roads. Meanwhile, wildfires continue to burn in parts of the South, including South Florida, where a massive blaze is burning in Everglades National Park. As of Tuesday night, it had expanded to more than 5,000 acres. I'm Reed Binion reporting.
The violent storm has been affecting people all across the country, and they've been struggling to stay safe, making sure to keep an eye on the weather as suggested.
Over 1 million Haitian and Syrian immigrants with temporary legal status may be in danger of having their status revoked. TPS, or Temporary Protected Status, allows immigrants from war-torn and natural disasters ravaged countries to live and work in the U.S. legally. The Supreme Court heard arguments today against the Trump administration's efforts to end temporary protected status for immigrants coming from Syria and Haiti. The rulings are expected today, the end of June, and will most likely set precedent for TPS policy in the future.
Today was day 2 of the ongoing trial between Elon Musk and OpenAI. Musk appeared in court in California this evening, contributing to the several hours of testimony presented to the court. Musk is suing OpenAI co-founder Sam Altman, alleging that the company abandoned the original non-profit mission in favor of earning profit and commercializing AI with Microsoft. Musk stated in court that he was a fool for funding OpenAI and claimed he provided the company with free funding for a startup.
Former FBI Director James Comey surrendered to law enforcement Wednesday at a federal court in Virginia. Comey was indicted by the Justice Department Tuesday on charges related to a social media post he made last year. The post featured a picture of seashells on a beach with what officials call a message that threatened President Trump. This is the second time Comey has been targeted by justice officials under Trump.
I searched to the end of the internet last night. I can't find one example where the number 86 had anything to do with any violent threat. So hopefully there's more to it than just the picture in the sand. Otherwise, I just think it's another example.
Now to the United Kingdom, where soon visitors to the London Zoo will be able to see vets while they work. After an anonymous $27 million donation, the zoo is building a new medical center for animals. While the zoo is celebrating their 200th anniversary this week, they say this is the most significant gift in its history. The London Zoo is the world's first scientific zoo with famous visitors including Charles Darwin, Beatrix Potter, and A.A. Milne.
While fans are waiting for the next episode of the reality show Survivor, it's been revealed that popular YouTube personality Jimmy Donaldson, or Mr. Beast, will be the show's celebrity guest. During a podcast, he mentioned that he can't say much due to a non-disclosure agreement, but he asked for viewers to watch the episode with an open mind and hopes the audience will enjoy his cameo. Still ahead tonight, see how the Lakers women's lacrosse team did in their playoff game today.
And some big news in the basketball world. Stay tuned for all that and more with Cam Carvalho right after this.
If it's hockey,
Call the copy, Rob Delmore blind!
it's on Hockey Talk.
The hockey gods will bless me again with another victory.
Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Rangers are going to beat them simply because vibes.
Vibes. You are winning this on vibes?
That's a solid argument.
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, only on WTOP.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel, but you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Cameron Carvalho here with tonight's full sports coverage. The SUNYAC women's lacrosse playoffs are in full swing as the undefeated Oswego Lakers took on the Oneonta Red Dragons on Laker turf this afternoon. Our sports reporter Jason Rude has more about how the matchup went down.
On a dark, gray, and rainy day on the Laker turf, the Oswego women's lacrosse team opened up their playoff campaign as they hosted the Oneonta Red Dragons today in a high-stakes SUNYAC semifinal matchup. From the opening draw, Oswego played like a team on a mission, with key players like Alexis Hill igniting the offense early, leading a relentless first-quarter surge that put the Lakers up 6-0. The team statistics also told a story of total dominance as the Lakers outshot the Red Dragons 29-9 and controlled the pace by winning 13 of 19 of the draw controls. By halftime, the Lakers held a commanding 11-1 lead. The Red Dragons did manage a brief push in the third, but the Lakers' defense and special teams ended up being impenetrable as they converted 4 out of the 5 free position shots to keep the game out of reach. Hill finished with a stellar 5-goal performance, stealing a 15-4 victory over the Oneonta Red Dragons. The Lakers remain undefeated in conference play and look forward to playing in the SUNYAC Championship Finals. From WTOP-10, I'm Jason Rude.
Thank you, Jason. The Oswego women's lacrosse team will once again host the SUNYAC Championship this Saturday against the Cortland Red Dragons on Laker turf. The Lakers are also currently ranked 67th in the national D3 women's lacrosse rankings. Well, there's a lot more Laker sports happening this weekend than just lacrosse. This includes the men's baseball playoff series between Oswego and New Paltz that just got rescheduled today. That series will take place at Laker Baseball Field Saturday at 2 and Sunday at noon. Also taking place this weekend includes the SUNYAC Outdoor Track and Field Championships on Friday and Saturday, as well as the aforementioned Women's Lacrosse Championship game. Catch that one right here on WTOP-10. 4 former Oswego High School Buccaneers have been selected to the Oswego High School Athletic Hall of Fame for this year's June 10th ceremony. 1996 graduate Leisha Cummins was a varsity soccer and volleyball star for the Buccaneers. 1988 graduate Jason Mantaro was a hockey captain and all-state player, while 1995 graduate Melissa Verdoliva was a 2-sport MVP in soccer and softball, who was also in the Oswego State Athletic Hall of Fame. Finally, 2007 graduate Abigail Hurley Martin was a dominant softball pitcher who holds the school record for strikeouts and was also a varsity swimmer and volleyball player. The Buffalo Sabres were in action last night against the Boston Bruins. The Sabres had an opportunity to advance to the second round of the NHL playoffs and started strong with Rasmus Dahlon's first period goal. The Bruins leveled it in the second period after Elias Lindholm's goal. Then a defensive battle would ensue as the game went all the way into overtime. It took 9 whole minutes of overtime for the tie to be broken as David Pastrnak netted the game winner on a fast break. Game 6 is this Friday in Boston.
Both the NCAA and NBA announced major changes yesterday. The NCAA is finalizing a plan to expand March Madness to 76 teams that would expand the first 4 from 8 to 24 teams. In the NBA, the draft lottery system will likely see a major revamp in 2027. The measure was adapted to combat tanking and involved the teams with the 3 worst records entering a relegation zone, where their chances of winning the draft lottery is significantly reduced. More NBA was happening yesterday. The NBA playoffs are in full swing. We got the Knicks and the Hawks battling out in Game 5 at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks would start this game off strong. Their big man, Karl Anthony Towns, hitting the 3 there. Now, using his big frame, gets the drive, a spinning layup for the and-one finish. The highlight of the day for Atlanta comes from Jonathan Kuminga, throws down the one-handed lob over 2 defenders from the Knicks. What a play there by Kuminga. Cat, though, back in the post, can't guard him one-on-one. A nifty little move past Jalen Johnson, gets the layup. Now the Knicks continuing to be physical. OG Anunoby on the ring, drives on Jalen Johnson, uses a nice hesitation, and throws down the standing dunk. But as usual, the star for the Knicks of the day, it was none other than Jalen Brunson, the all-star guard. The Knicks' best player had 39 points on the day. Here we'll see him with a crafty little move, rotating around Alexander Walker for the layup in the paint. Now it's Mitchell Robinson throwing down the lob, the big man for the Knicks getting that dunk. But now it's Brunson. Look at all those fakes he just put on Jalen Johnson. How do you guard that? I don't know. Thankfully, it's not my job. Here it's Jalen Brunson again, cooking Dyson Daniels, gets another layup to go. The Knicks win this game 126-97, go up 3-2 in the series. Game 6 is this Friday in Atlanta. That's all for my final sports report on WTOP-10. Stay tuned for our picture of the day, highlighting our very own producers. We will be right back.
Do you like reading? Do you like reading books? Do you like looking at books? Do you like having a collection of books in your living room?
Now, before we get into the nitty-gritty,
spoiler alert! Okay, or why did I write this in yellow? I told you! Welcome back Between the Pages!
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still?
Joe, I'm gonna sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, everybody. Season 2 of Oswego Lazo.
Welcome back. Today's picture is of our producers, Julie Ann, Dominic, and Soad.
They are going to be graduating soon on May 16th.
This makes it their last time producing here at WTOP-10 News.
Thank you for including us in your journey during your time at SUNY Oswego.
Yeah, as a graduating senior myself, it's been a pleasure working with those 3 and everyone else here. It's sad to say that this will be my last live show, but could not have asked for a better and more welcoming and fulfilling experience here at WTOP.
We're going to miss you, Cam.
That's our report for tonight.
Be sure to stay tuned for the DK Experience.
Thank you for watching.
Have a great night, everyone.